Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your mid-month reading for October 2022. Spirit, let's see what's happening for the rest of the month for you, Cancer. What the heck is going on? Oh, looks like you're in pursuit of something big. And let's look at why I say that. Check out these cards. First up, we have the Knight of Cups. Then we have the Emperor. And then we have Judgment. Ooh, interesting. Okay, the Knight of Cups. This is you. So this is where you've been coming into October the first couple weeks, right? And you're like, okay, how do I put this? There is something that you've been working on, working towards, something you want to attain. That's the Emperor energy. And we're going to get there. But I think with this Knight of Cups, what's been happening is you've it's like you've got a wandering eye. It's like, squirrel, shiny paper kind of thing. Like you keep getting distracted from working towards what this thing is that you want, right? So it's like you're in dreamland, la la land, or maybe you have on you've put on the rose-colored glasses where this thing is concerned. It's not necessarily a super bad thing, but I do feel like you've been distracted or just kind of dragging your heels a little bit because there's been a lot of daydreaming. Almost like you need more doing and less thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy at the beginning of October. So what we're coming into now is it's time to step it up, right? So if there's anything that has been distracting you a little bit, or, you've kind of had your heads in the cloud and you've been daydreaming a lot. That kid in school is like, la, la, la. We've all done it at some point in time. This is you making the change to go, oh shit, okay, all right. You know what? No more distractions. I'm going to make my to-do list and I'm going to knock everything off. That's you for the remainder of October if you choose to get your head out of the clouds. You know what I'm saying? And then by the end of October, I think what you're going to find is this thing that you want. Okay, so it could go a couple different ways, and we'll see what happens when we pull up the oracle cards. But it looks like you have one of those aha moments. Or you look back and you go, oh, wow, okay, yeah, this is good. I'm happy with progress. Or, wow, you know what? I might need to switch gears. I might need to change trajectory. Sort of that kind of energy I'm getting. Less about reflection as in like whatever project or whatever it is that you're working on is done. That tends to come, that's the energy I tend to get with Judgment. This isn't that though. It's almost like a mini Judgment. It's like a mini pause to go, okay, am I good? Right? Are we okay to go along with this and then face the real final judgment down the road, right? And when I use the word judgment with the Judgment card, it's not like, oh, you're being so judgmental. It's not that kind of meaning of judgment, right? Judgment it's looking at the facts. It's looking at what's happened without judgment, without bias, maybe is a good way to put it, right? So when you reflect, right, on yourself and your own life and what's going on with you, sometimes it's kind of hard to not look at it like, objectively, right? Because we have personal, like there's a vested interest. There's a personal, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not reward, that's not the right word, but there's a personal goal involved, right? A gain of some sort. So sometimes it's kind of hard to do that. But let's see what happens with you this month. All right, so remainder of the month. Let's take a look at the Knight of Cups, okay? Now, this is you head in the clouds, okay? We're going to look at the two cards that came out. The first one is New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key. And then we have Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. Okay, this is saying that what you need to do is, yes, get your head out of the clouds if that's where it is. But look at this thing. You know what? It's almost like you're going to have to look at it as a whole new start, even though you're not starting, sort of like pretending you're starting over, like, okay, let's go back to where I started. it's almost like reverse judgment, right? So you're doing a bit of that planning. Well, that's the emperor energy that we're coming into. But it's telling you, like, you need to look at this thing in a new light and make sure that whatever feelers you need to put out, that's what came to me. Make sure you get on that. That's the Gemini piece with communication. I think there's some information or, what's the word I'm looking for? Contacts. No, that's not right either. Resources. That's it. Resources that you might need in order to embrace this Emperor energy. When we look at the Emperor, let's see the two cards. Do the work. What are we just talking about? Do the work under the Emperor. Whoa, that is huge, right? The second card is vision, and this says visualize, imagine, and foresee. This is getting clear on what you want, right? But you gotta do the work. And that is Emperor energy. The Emperor is that person who gets shit done, right? They're ruling the kingdom. They're making sure everything is flowing the way it should be. This means you have to do the work to get there. You aren't the Emperor yet. Once you're the Emperor, then you can kind of sit back, delegate, and manage the flow. That's fine. You are not there yet. You know why? Because your head's been in the clouds. So pull up your bootstraps, reorganize, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, get your shit together. Reevaluate. Get your shit together. Oh my God, that's funny. But do it from the perspective of, we got new cards here with the new beginnings and vision. This is really important that you do this now so that once we get to the end of October, you're ready to get going with this judgment energy that's coming in. We're going to look at judgment now. The two cards that came out, the first one is simplicity. Hang on. Deep, profound serenity is expanding in my life. And then we have Crow Spirit, which is co-create with Spirit. This is saying Spirit's got your back. Whatever you decide to do with this judgment energy, remember to call in Spirit to help you. You know what you're going to need help with? Simplifying. If maybe it's less that your head's in the clouds, or was, right? And maybe it's more that you're focusing on too much you don't need to focus on. You got to cut some stuff out. You got to simplify. You got to streamline, right? Make your to-do list and prioritize. Look at things that are there. Do you need to do this? If the answer is no, then don't do it. If it's something that you don't need to do to get to the end result by the end of October, don't do it. It may not be don't ever do this, but what do you need to do right now to get moving, to make progress, to tick the boxes, check stuff off your list? That's what you need to do. And a big part of that by the end of the month, as you do your review of what's been going on, is you're going to realize you need to simplify a lot of stuff. Ooh, that's some deep stuff. I mean, God, that's so easy too, right? I mean, not easy to simplify. It's easy to get caught in that trap, because I get there too. You're like, especially when you're starting something new or it's something that you're like totally into, Knight of Cups, right? Because you're all happy and joyful and, oh my God, I can't wait. This is going to be so much fun. It's going to be awesome. And then you kind of go wonky, right? So let's look at what's come up here. Okay, this is good. This is really good. I just pulled a couple of extra tarot cards, general to the reading here. So the first one up, we have Ace of Swords. Cut away whatever you don't need. It's also the Sword of Truth. Remember what I was saying? Decide what you want with that vision card, right? The next one is Two of Wands. Make those decisions that you need to make, right? That one falls because if you look at them 1, 2, 3, it falls under the Emperor card. And the last card is Three of Cups. This is my party card. This is enjoying life. This is having a good time. This is what falls under the Judgment card. And that means if you kind of go along the month how it's laid out here and you do the work you're supposed to do, you're going to find that when you do that review at the end of the month, you're going to be pretty happy, and you're going to be able to kick back a little bit, right? And go, okay, I'm in a good place, and things are lined up and things are ready to move forward, right? Now I'm just going to grab you, Spirit, a message from Spirit. Just one little message. Butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Cancer. You know that whatever this thing is, it's big, and it can invoke a lot of change for you, and good change at that. So we're going to leave it there. So thanks for watching. Good luck with everything. And until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Cancer. Bye.